Let's take a brief break from all the angst and anxiety surrounding the latest so-so outing by a Yankees starter, Matt Carpenter's foot timetable, and have the Yankees slipped all the way down to a rather pedestrian 71-42 to revel now in the best story of this season, and one that's been too often overlooked, so we can find time to carp and kvetch, Yiddish for carp, about what isn't going perfect. That would be one Aaron James Judge. Yes, I know there's already a whole section at Yankee Stadium that celebrates Judge every game day. But it feels as if the rest of us are way behind in paying tribute to his season for the ages. And it is that, maybe better. Longtime baseball scouts, and when I say long time, there's an estimated 350 years between them. I estimated, since I am too polite to ask my codger friends, where they would rank the season Judge is having in historical context. And they texted back, as even geezers can text. Right up near the top. Right up there with the greats. Pretty close to the top. Near the all-time top. Probably top 10. Up there with the top 10. If it continues, top 5 for sure. I have not ever seen a year like this. Judge's competition is no longer Yordan Alvarez, Jose Ramirez, or Shohei Ohtani for MVP, or, for Player of the Year, Paul Goldschmidt, Nolan Arenado, or even Manny freaking Machado. It's Willie, Mickey and the Bay. It's Judge versus the best ever, and he's running even or better now. Judge entered Friday leading the American League with 94 runs, 45 home runs. He added his 46th in the third inning of the 3-2 loss to Boston in 10 innings, 99 RBIs, a .681 slugging percentage, a 1.078 OPS, and 278 total bases. He's on pace to have a season like Willie Mays in 1954, Mickey Mantle in 1956, and Babe Ruth in 1927. Only he's also on pace to break the legit home run record. That, of course, is Roger Maris's 61 homers in 1961. Sometimes, polite folks call it the Yankees and the American League record. But as a couple of my scouts mentioned, for obvious reasons we are not counting Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa, or Mark McGwire while pondering the greatest season ever. Judge also leads all MLB with a 7.4 WAR, with Arenado second at 6.0. I don't really trust WAR, since there are two WARs that disagree with each other. The 7.4 is the Fangraphs WAR, which shows Judge with an even greater gap between him and second place. According to this version, he is 23% better than Arenado. In the other WAR, he's only 10% better than next best, Sandy Alcantara. The Fangraphs WAR must be more right, because I can tell you Judge is 23% better than everyone else, maybe more. Here's how else I know WAR is untrustworthy. Judge has a 6.8 offensive WAR in the version in which his WAR is 6.9, meaning he gets credit for a measly 0.1 WAR as a defender. Which you and I know is preposterous. The man plays a superb right field. He climbs walls in right field to take away home run balls, he cuts off balls in the gap and he makes throws that are true. And when he isn't doing that, he switches over to center field, and he does that well, too. My suspicion is that he is punished for playing in the tiniest right field this side of Williams' sport. I'd ask, but no one actually knows who comes up with the formulas for the wars. Consider that Judge does all this while shuttling between right field and center, and between first and second in the batting order. He does all this while the pressure of his still unresolved contract issue is hanging over his head. And he does it all while carrying the burden of being the guy who is always right in the clubhouse. When Josh Donaldson repeatedly mocked Tim Anderson by calling him Jackie, it was Judge who stepped forward to tell Donaldson he was wrong. Donaldson felt bad because he knows Judge is always right, though he didn't feel bad enough that he dropped his appeal of his one-game ban for temporary stupidity. Let's hope the Yankees and Judge can resolve their contractual differences, because it would take a lot of players to replicate all he does. As far as the contract, at this point I'd say he should get whatever he thinks is right. Because he is always right. Judge has been a star from the start, but no one saw this coming. It's almost as if he's a new man. He's become more selective, and less streaky at the plate, one of the very veteran scouts said. He always showed periods of this, but now the periods are longer. His new domination has lasted for nearly 70% of the season. If it lasts till the end, he'll be right there with Willie, Mickey and the Babe. And almost no one else.